Hey y'all, what's up YouTube channel? It's TaurusDownie again, y'all. And this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Hey y'all, today I'm be going hard about this right here. Okay, hey, look, check this out. Alright. If you don't know much about me, this is the first time watching my video, one of my videos. I started off my career doing this, watching the my hobby of doing this and watching the Manosphere. And complaining about a lot of different things over there every day. They have to do with women. Okay? One of them is that when they feel like women are kind of delusional and stuff like that. Okay. But I can tell you one thing. If they ever wake up from their delusion that these guys say they're in, which I agree with to some degree, it's going to be for this reason right here that we're about to get into. Before we get into that, y'all don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share. Hit that bell too so you can get notified when I'm putting this stuff out. Because I don't come out every day like everybody else. I'm just not here dropping junk. I sit down and I think about what I'm saying and do research before I put it out here. So that you know that. Okay? Thank y'all very much for subscribing. I've been getting. Hit subscribe button if you like this. And hit like if you think this is good info. It's going to help somebody else. So let's roll with this bad boy. Okay, guys. People in general or women that's watching also, if there's women watching. Women are in the most toxic, and I'm talking about toxic relationship that they can ever be in right now. All women, all of them, every last one of them is in the most toxic relationship they can be in right now. All right? Not with their husband, not with their boyfriend, but with the United States government. Okay? On the manosphere, they complain a lot about women have made the government their husband. They're very easily willing to leave a marriage and go depend on the government. Okay? Now, it's got some merit to it. It's got some merit to it. But what these guys are saying is don't also understand they haven't done the data and statistics. That's a very stupid move for women. It is. Actually, anybody that knows anything about the government itself knows that's very dumb. It's dumb to depend on them. They're the worst people you can depend on. Why? Because they keep your ass broken down while you're depending on them. Okay? Check this out. I want y'all to think about a few things. If women have it so good with the government, then why are they still complaining about things? And men with money and stuff like that. You know why? Because the government's not giving anybody any money. Let me give y'all some proof on this. Because people always say receipts. Well, look what they did with the pandemic. They didn't give you shit. They gave your boss a whole bunch of money. Okay. Why did they give your boss a whole bunch of money? To keep you on the payroll. Why? Because if you get off the payroll and get on unemployment, then you are dependent on them and they got to pay you and they don't want that. Matter of fact, some people were doing that, if you remember back right, you know what I'm saying? Men and women alike. And they would get more money on unemployment than what the government shut that shit the hell down. They don't like nobody in their pockets. One of the reasons the child support laws are so harsh is because if you don't pay it, then the government has to pay it. That's why they're so asshole about that. Okay? The government's not gonna help women. I heard a woman complain the other day in the store. I was in the grocery store, and that's what made me do this video. Because they were talking about it on the other aisle, and they were mad. I guess apparently the food stamp thing has gone to the point now where you have to have a job. I think it was that way before. It stopped because of the pandemic, but they're back to that now. They're squeezing food stamps. They're squeezing unemployment. They're squeezing all the government little handouts. It's going to go away. It ain't going to give you nothing. Oh, and for you loser guys out there that think that women can just get anything, no. They have to have those. They have to have kids to get the food stamps and the welfare. Okay, you can't just be an individual and just get it like that. Not no more now. It wasn't like that before either. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a job and stuff like that. This is part of the laws. Okay, but they're dealing with that one. And let me on the side note of this one, let me just say this right here. This is what I think. As far as women in the government, if they were really getting treated good by the government, this is what I think should happen. When women have a baby, right? I think they should stop paying taxes. Why? Because they've done their job for the government, really. They've produced another person. They've done their job for all of society once they've had a baby. Most guys, even in the manosphere, will sit there and tell you that this is one of the more important things that women can do. It is the most important thing they can do is have kids to continue the society. Do they get any perk for that, though? No, the government still keep going in their pocket. And the thing is, if they was married to a guy and they didn't want to give him some money, they could say no. And then they could talk about it, whatever. If they want to do it, they didn't have to. But with the government, they finna hit that pocket before you even get yours, okay? When your employer is coming to you with a check, the government, they stop them right there. Give me that shit. And they count that junk out, and then they give you yours. Here, get at them. You see what I'm saying? If they were really treating them that good, you know what I'm saying, they would have, more benefits. That would be one of the benefits. It should be. I think so. But the government would never do that. Okay? As much as they talk about men not wanting to give them money, there's somebody I know exactly that don't want to give them money, and that is the government. Okay? For one thing, why would you tell somebody they got to work to have food stamps? Because if you're working to pay for the food stamps, you may as well just pay for your food. That's the way I see it. When I was a soldier, one of the reasons why I tried to retire as early as possible, and I did, you know what I'm saying, 33 years old I retired. But the thing of it is I understood that I had been a soldier about 15 years, and I was paying taxes. I get paid out of those taxes, so I'm working to pay my own paycheck. They don't want you to see stuff like that, but see, that's one of the toxic relationships that you would be in with the government. I was in one with them, being a soldier, working for them. They taxing the hell out of you, don't give you shit. And then when you get out, you got to fight VA, do all the other junk. I know how they deal with people. If women ever wake up from this so-called delusional thing that the guys say they're in, because some of it is delusional, but some of it is just not knowing that the people you trusted or you trying to that you think are giving you a handout are really just taking from you and going to continue to take from you. They don't even really give them any good write-offs, you know what I'm saying? For like, I think daycare, you should be able to write that shit off on your taxes the same way. I do business. And anybody that does business, if you talk to people, somebody listening to me right now, probably has their own business. The best thing about business is keeping the government out of your pocket. You can do your business taxes. You work, you get the money, and then you do all the deduction, and then you tell the government what you got left to pay taxes on. It's just as the other way around. But I think if women ever realize that the deal with the government is not a good one, then they might wake up. They might wake up because look at it like this. All right, they tax the hell out of them. They might make the guy getting them child support, but they tax the hell out of them still, knowing and they probably eat that money up with the taxes. The money that they give for child support, they probably eat that up with the taxes, and then the government also understand, like I went over in my video, it's cheaper to leave her. The government knows that women have a problem with living in poverty, especially if they're not married. They know this, and they allow that to keep happening. Check out that video. Check out my video, it's cheaper to leave her. Women are prone to poverty. Check it out. Look at the stats that I go over in that video. Okay. Look, y'all, if women ever start paying attention to this stuff, then y'all might get them back to the table. Now, until then, I say invest in yourself. Keep your own money. Because I keep saying on the channel all the time, as long as you can buy a doggone chicken wing plate and a side of fries, you can get sex. So there's nothing wrong with that part. That's going to always be able to happen. But this other thing with women, like the government in the women thing, I would tell guys don't worry about it. I mean, they either gonna learn or they ain't. But there's some of them that know. Then we got a recession and stuff coming too, so you're gonna see what's gonna go on with that. But I wanted to drop this video and I wanted to tell people, like, you know what I'm saying, well, guys and in general, if women ever wake up from this thing, this is gonna be the reason why. Because they started understanding that, hey, look, these guys, these government jokers, take. That's how the government works. That's how the government works. All right. I don't see them really cutting women no breaks. They when I went over these things in the video, they charge them more to get money to go to college. They charge them more for things like mortgages and stuff like that. Nobody's cutting them a break. And they're going to have to start understanding that. But if they don't, you don't worry about it. That's the thing I wanted to get with, because with the manosphere, it seems like guys are really worried about that. No. But if they ever wake up, it's going to be for that reason. If. I'm saying if. I'm not saying they're going to notice these things. Because apparently, when I did the video about it's cheaper to leave her, I was even shocked at the stats that I was reading. So we gonna y'all hit like, subscribe, share, join the journey, and we're gonna see over the years what happens with this. Cause I'm be covering this over the years. We're gonna see what happens with women. Are they gonna wake up from this? Are any of them ever gonna start seeing that they're not getting any advantage from trying to marry up with the government? They're the biggest pimps in the doggone world. So y'all drop the comments, let me know what y'all thought about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. If women ever wake up, what reason do you think it'll be for? But I think it's gonna be for this reason, if that ever happens. It's been TaurusDownie, y'all. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Y'all drop likes, shares, comments. Let me know what y'all thinking about this one, because we got to keep an eye on this one. It's a new subject thing I'm kind of bringing up too, because ain't nobody run over nothing like this. Let's see what happens with it. I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.